Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Teeoh here, and I am back again with the pickups, and I don't think there's going to be any footage this episode. There might have been. I'm not sure if I filmed or not, but if there is, you've already seen it, but if not, then, well, here I am. Hello. So, these pickups are going to be from the whole entire month of March, and I got a lot of really awesome stuff this month. Holy shit, one of my best months I've probably ever had, honestly. So anyways, let's get right down to business here. First up here, we got some freebies from a friend of mine named Marley. She's part of our friend group, and we were going out bowling with them, and we were like, she's like, hey, you know, since I'm going to see you then, I know you collect games and whatnot, would you want any of these? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I would definitely take them, sure. And so that night, when we went bowling, she gave me these games, and I really appreciate this, Marley. Thank you again. And the games were, for the Wii here, we got My Sims Agents, oh my god, I can read. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Really stoked to have this. Probably didn't want this, to be honest. Thank you again. And then Shonen Jump, Bleach, Shattered Blade. I know Bleach is an anime. Yeah, it's an anime. I don't know why I was thinking it would be something else. My god. Haven't watched it. Then we got the soundtrack from Super Mario All-Stars edition of just Super Mario All-Stars. Yeah, there you go. Soundtrack from that. And then on the PS2 we have the first Lego Star Wars game. So really glad to have these, and thank you again, Marley, for this. And up next, I spent $5 on these. I bought them from my friend Palso. He was the one who tickled me into a concussion. Yeah. He's the reason that I'm now nicknamed Tickle Me Teeoh. Actually, I kind of gave myself that nickname, or I was given it by a guy named Dave. So thank you, Dave. Yeah, but thanks to Palso, I have that nickname now, and I'm totally okay with it because it works. Anyways, yeah, it's a story for another time. But anyways, he had some 360 games. He's like, hey, I don't want them. You know, how much did you pay for them? You know, and he's like, you know, he didn't care about the price. He said the least he would take it would be $5. And so I said, all right, you know what, we'll do $5, because I was short on money as well, and he needed some money, so, you know, $5, you know, it was okay for both of us. And I actually got some pretty good games in this lot, so let's get right down to business here, shall we? All 360 games, 7 of them. We got Gears of War 3, Left 4 Dead 2, Madden 08, Borderlands 2, Dishonored, which I've heard is a great game, Rage Anarchy Edition, and I think my second copy of NHL 09. So thank you again, Palso. Really appreciate this stuff, and these are going to be definitely in good hands. Now, next, I think it was a couple days after that, or maybe the same day, went over to the Goodwill in Wexford, and I picked this up just because this would be, like, hilarious for a gameplay. I spent $2 on it for the Wii. We got Go Play Circus Star. Just look at this thing. It's compatible with the Wii balance board. Whenever it's something like this game, a game like this is compatible with this, you know it's about to get, like, completely stupid in the video. The circus is in town and you're the star. And it also says in the back here, Wii balance board support adds authentic circus fun. Really, because Wii motion control is definitely authentic circus fun. Okay. I don't know where they're getting their facts from. I don't even care if that fell on the ground like that. I don't even care if I just kicked it there. It's a $2 Wii title. But I don't know where they're getting that information from, but they are damned wrong. Authentic? Okay. It's just like going to, I don't know. Oh god. It's like going to McDonald's for a cheeseburger and saying, "This is authentic. This is definitely the greatest steak I've ever had in my life." Like, what? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. Because obviously, I mean, first off, McDonald's doesn't even sell steak, but the point still stands. The point still stands. It makes no sense. But you're probably wondering what this is. Some of you might have actually recognized it from the start. Let me tell you here. We got definitely quite a few pickups from this one fellow alone. It's a friend of mine named Jason. He contacted me start of the month. He's like, hey, dude, I got this old Magnavox Odyssey 2. Yes. It's an Odyssey 2. He's like, hey, I got this, you know, my friend, you know, Justin, a good friend of mine from childhood, he's like, he told me that you collect video games and whatnot, and he showed me some stuff in your collection, and I figured you would definitely be interested in this. And so I'm like, yeah, dude, send me some pictures, and he sent me pictures of everything with it, and we agreed on a $40 price mark on this, and I'm really glad to have this. And obviously, as I told you, it is a freaking Magnavox Odyssey 2, but as you can tell, it's in its box. Yeah. A freaking box Odyssey 2. Unfortunately, it's missing its manuals, but like... yeah! This thing is so sick. Unfortunately, on the one part of it, it's... because it was in his granddad's shed, which I don't know why it would be there, but... yeah, this kind of happened to the one side, and on the bottom it also got water damage, but everything else, the other sides of it, oh, they look absolutely pristine. Like, this top is perfect condition. The inside, on the other hand, has definitely seen better days, but it actually does have its original styrofoam. Yeah, the inside, you can tell it's kind of yellowed out and whatnot. That's the best, hopefully I can get it for you guys, just on the top. But yeah, it does come with its original styrofoam. None of the original manuals, unfortunately. Let me get this box out of here real quick. I'm going to jump cut in a sec. But, because this thing likes to chafe on the ground, obviously. But, this thing is so cool, especially having its box. And I'll show you the console right now. Alright, so, here she is. The Magnavox Odyssey 2. And Steven from the X Jeffersons, I've mentioned him countless times on this channel. He cleaned this up for me. Oh, excuse me, controllers. He cleaned this up for me and it looks great now. But, unfortunately, I'm having an issue with getting this thing to work. So, if this is not already resolved by the time this video is up, Lord knows when you're watching this, let me know if you have any tips on how to actually make the Odyssey 2s work. Because, I mean, I know that it was 78, and much like the Atari, you had, if you wanted to get it on, like actual coaxial, you got to get like this adapter, which I have a couple adapters already, so figured it would work. It works for my Atari. Doesn't work on here. Steven tested it. Doesn't work on there. I don't know what the problem is. It's cleaned up and everything, and it looks great, you know, for the controllers as well. These things are actually really cool, and the joysticks are definitely much more efficient than the Ataris, and the keypad's really cool as well, but just, unfortunately, can't get this bugger to work. So, if any of you guys have any tips on how to get it to work, though it might have been already resolved, if it is, I'll put it on the screen. Please let me know. But, regardless, I think for 40 bucks, just even having this thing, even in its non-working condition, is great. Because if anything, it'd be a cool shelf piece until I actually get it fixed. And it did come with one game, the game that was packed in. And this is actually what came with it. It's actually in this flawless of shape. From 1978, nearly 40 years old. The pack-in game for the Odyssey 2, Speedway, Spinout, and Crypto Logic 3-in-1. This is the actual box that the game came in. Like, look at the condition of this. 38 years old, give or take now. Original manual is in here in flawless condition as well. Look at that. A little bit of water damage. A tiny bit of water damage on the back. But it's barely noticeable. Like, the actual physical box is in phenomenal shape. I have a copy of this. I got it from Morphomedia for free, like, however long ago. But, like, it's in great shape. Phenomenal shape. And I cannot stop raving about this thing. This is just so cool, and I'm so glad to have this. So thank you again, Jason, and I'm going to try to get this thing working at this point in time, the actual date I'm filming this, because I really want to play this thing and give this thing a go. So yeah, thank you again to Jason, but he's going to come back later in this. You'll see. Oh, daddy. Alright, decided to clear some space real quick, and we're going to go to that Sunday, which I think was, what? Wait, hold on. The 6th. I thought it was the 6th. It was at the Goodwill over in, East Liberty. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I've been actually getting really lucky at that Goodwill recently. The past few times I went there. Because before, I'd always struck out. I always struck out there. Besides, I think one time I got like a DJ Hero controller for the Xbox 360. But I think that was about it. But I've been hitting it big. I've been hitting it big there recently. And I hit it big there again, and as I keep saying, hitting it big there. My God, why do I keep repeating my words? Lord knows. Anyways, let's get down to the pickups here. This was $2 because I missed it from the last time I was there. It's Magic the Gathering Battle Mage. Yeah, Battle Mage. I didn't even know there was a Magic game on the PS1. Missing its manual, but still for $2. Really cool to have. And this was $1. Don't let the price tag fool you, because red was $1 that day. It was a Sunday. If you think it's Madden 94 on the Genesis, no. Just a case, but it's Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA playoffs. I figured, you know, for $1 with the case, whatever, I can pick it up. I can always reuse the case or something else, so it's worth it. And then for $2.50, this looked like a pretty cool title on the PS2. I picked up Technic Beat. I've never heard of it. It looks like it would be a pretty cool title. Though it seems like it's mostly just a oh god, what is it? I can't even tell. It says includes over 30 classic... Oh, it's tunes. Oh, I thought that was games. That was a mini game for a sec. I was going to say, I must have misread this game. It's like a music kind of game, like simulator. I'm not sure exactly what the premise is, but it looks really cool, so I'm going to try that on the PS2 eventually. Glad to get that, though. And for $250 on the 360, I got a complete in-box copy of Darksiders. I've heard of this game before, and I wanted to check it out. It's technically on Center Avenue. It's a Center Avenue location in East Liberty. Yeah. But complete in fantastic shape, so I figured for $250, definitely going to pick this up, give it a go. And Jason's going to come back again. Yes. Coming back to kill me. So, that same weekend, he brought over some more games, or whatever, we hung out again. And he brought over some games because he wanted to originally sell them to me, or he, said, what do you want for them? But he ended up just giving them to me, which I really appreciate him doing. And so we got 5 games here. First of which is for the PS2, Kingdom Hearts. I still have not gotten around to playing Kingdom Hearts. I know. Please don't kill me. I know. I'm behind, people. I know. Why do you think this video is probably going up at this point in time in like August or something? If it's actually in August, I'll be kind of mad at myself. But whenever you're watching this, I'm behind. I'm filming this at the end of March, and you're probably watching this in summer. So yeah, I know I'm behind. Thank you. But yeah, gonna check out the series eventually. I know it's a really good series, so really happy to check that out. And this is a game I've heard great things about my whole entire life. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Really stoked to check this one out as well. And just, NCAA football, whatever. For the 360 here, we got Ghosts. Glad to have this as a backup copy. I think it's like my 4th copy, but I know people that would want it or would need it possibly. And then we got, I think, my 3rd copy of Halo 4. So, really glad to have those again, Jason. Thank you so much. And if you thought he was done, no. He's coming back. Trust me, Jason's coming back. And then, that next day, or the next Monday or Tuesday, whatever, a couple days after, went over to the Goodwill in North Hills, as I always do. And this was in the cart, actually. I wasn't expecting this, but for $3, I just first saw it like this, but then I found the box. It is a pack of Mario quiz cards. Now, if any of you guys know any lick of information about this, please let me know. Because I haven't found much on this. It seems to be an official Nintendo product. But like what it is, it's like almost like Trivial Pursuit almost. It's kind of like, basic questions here like how many instruments are there in a cockpit of a plane, but it's just like uses Mario to help diagram stuff. Like longest airport runways, who ruled the Incan Empire, stuff like that. So it's like basically Trivial Pursuit, but just Mario themed, which, regardless is still really cool. And I think it's complete with all the cards. I'm not sure, but there are definitely a good chunk of cards in there. But regardless, for $3, despite it being possibly incomplete, this is still really cool to have. And unfortunately, I can't get the box to fully shut on it. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but like this box art. Check out the side box art here. Like, look at that. This is so cool. I hope this is actually focusing well. But this stuff is just so cool. But for $3, I think anybody in their right mind would pick this thing up. Oh yeah, definitely. And like I said, we got more stuff, so let's get right to it. Alright, now I guarantee you're probably not going to believe any words that I'm telling you about this, but trust me, this all happened in one day. This was this was actually just this Saturday, which was the 26th. Yep. No, it was Friday, excuse me, the 25th, Friday the 25th, pardon me. So, I was helping Bednar, you've seen him in plenty of my videos. I was helping him film something for, the talent show at our school, because it's like a competition thing. So I was helping him film his video for that, and I was hanging out at his place a little before we went over to go film it. And I was just, playing on his Xbox One, and I was telling him about how I might be getting an Xbox One because there was this deal on offer up, and I'll explain that later. But anyways, I was talking to him about that I might be getting one possibly, and I asked him, just if there's any games that he wouldn't want, I was gonna buy them off him eventually or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I got some games I won't want. I was thinking about selling them before, but I'd probably only get $2 a game, so I'll just give them to you. So push comes to shove. Actually, there wasn't even a push or a shove. He was just willing. He gave me 6 Xbox One games. Like, what? Josh, you didn't have to freaking do this, dude. Oh, my chair's going off the thing here, jeez. He gave me AW, WWE 2K15, Just Dance 2014, and I'll talk about this more in a sec, Dead Rising 3, NHL 15, the Ultimate Edition, which really makes no difference now, and Rise, Son of Rome. And, like, thank you again, Josh. Like, you did not have to do this, dude. I am so appreciative of this. And I looked at, Just Dance, and I'm like, yo, dude, this requires the Kinect. And he's like, ugh, that thing? And I'm like, like, I asked him, do you want your Kinect? Because I'm like, it requires it. I'm not able to play it. And he's like, dude, I hate that thing. You can take it. So, what does he do? He gives me his freaking Kinect. Like, what? The Xbox One Kinect. He just gives it to me. Josh, like, what the hell, dude? And then also, he said, because he had another controller that was having issues with the right stick, which it still is as of now, so he gave me his controller. His other controller. Josh, like, thank you again, dude. Like, I just still can't believe he just gave this all to me. But yeah, he did. Trust me, he did. So, that was the first haul of the day. Of that day. There were 4 hauls. This was the first haul. The second one was the SWAT box. That was special pickups number 3. If you want to go check that out, I'll put a link down below in the description if I can remember to do that in editing or whatever, and when I fill this all up. But yeah, that was the second haul of the day. I got that in the mail whenever my parents, picked me up from there because we had to go somewhere. And later that day, Jason calls me again. Or no, the previous day he talked to me about it and whatnot. He's like, hey, dude, I got a GameCube and a few games, if you'd be interested in it. I'm like, yeah, dude, what are you going to do? And he's like, well, we can either, you can do a sale or we can trade for it. So we decided to trade for it because I was broke and whatever. I still am, actually, to be honest. But, so anyways, we worked out a trade. He came over. I traded him, some Pokemon games I wasn't going to play because I probably don't plan on getting into Pokemon. I'm sorry. I offended so many. I'm sorry. Just, my first game was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue, okay? That was my first experience of Pokemon. It's kind of scarred my view. I'll get into it eventually. Please, not now, though. Not now, though. So, I traded him, Sapphire, Emerald, Pokemon White, and then a few other Game Boy games. I think it was like James Bond, a Tony Hawk, and a couple of Mario ones. I think it was Mario Land 2 and the 6 Golden Coins and Super Mario Advance. Yeah, those were it. And I traded him those for, the GameCube. Black GameCube works perfectly fine. I actually sold off my other black GameCube that I got from that one Facebook deal. And then it came with a controller. He said he has another one to give me that he forgot, so he'll give it to me in a couple days from the day I'm actually filming this, so I'll probably have it by the time you're seeing this. And here are the games that came with it. Actually, some titles in here that I actually needed. There's about 5 titles I didn't have in this, so thank you again, Jason. The first of which I didn't have, freaking Simpsons Hit and Run. I mean, this game is definitely hailed. Like, I ask anyone, what was your favorite childhood game? Oh, I would always adore playing Hit and Run. Like, this game is, awesome. Need for Speed Carbon. And I want to say most of these are complete. No, this one's not complete, but Hit and Run's complete. Need for Speed Underground 2, and this one's complete. Needed this one. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I think this one's incomplete as well. Rampage Total Destruction. This one is incomplete. It's got everything but the actual game manual. But really glad to actually have this. I have this on the Wii, and I always wondered what it would be like to play it with the same, same game on the with actual controller or not, whatever the Wii's garbage is. So glad to have that. We got Madden 2003. Disc-only copy of Mario Party 4. Really glad to have this one. 4x4 Evo 2. Second copy of Need for Speed Most Wanted. Second copy of ATV Power Quad Racing 2. Oh, I'm hitting the mic, my bad. And Monster 4x4 Masters of Metal, powered by Monster Jam. So, really glad to get this for that trade, and I think that was definitely a pretty fair trade, because, he actually made out a little bit. And I also gave him actually a Star Wars game on the Xbox I wasn't going to play, as far as this trade goes. So, he made out a little bit more than I did, but I wasn't going to play the Pokemons anyways, and as you saw, I got those for, $3. So, just, passing the love on to other people, the gaming, the passion of gaming, making people happy. That's the point of this. So he made out a little bit, I made out. He made a little bit more than me, but I made out too, so it's totally okay. So, glad that trade was done, and yeah, it's about to get interesting. So, remember how I mentioned I was thinking about getting an Xbox One off of OfferUp? Well, so on Wednesday, I'm looking on OfferUp because, why not? And I see, posted a few hours ago from when I looked at it, an Xbox One, it came with, the cords and all that stuff. It didn't have a controller, but it also came with a headset and a copy of Advanced Warfare. And the guy only wanted $200 for it. And when you see stuff like that on OfferUp or Craigslist, especially Craigslist is prominent, but that stuff doesn't seem real. But OfferUp, you can see stuff that kind of varies, but something that low, you're kind of staying away from it because you think it's fake. Which I understand. I had the same thing, but I'm like, okay, this could actually work. Let me just see if this is actually real. So talked to the guy, whatever, got stuff figured out. And we figured out, real listing, whatever. So we decided to, go pick it up on Friday night. Turns out the guy's only about 5 minutes away from where I live. So I go down, we meet him to pick it up. I test the thing out, I brought stuff to test it out. Thing worked like a charm. And I look on the console, and the gamer tag on it was, one that I recognized. I'm like, oh, I know that gamer tag. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I asked him, does he know this certain person? And he's like, yeah, he used to be my neighbor. And it's just like, I'm good friends with that person. That used to be his neighbor. Turns out, the person's whose Xbox account was on the console, the person who I bought the Xbox One from was his older brother. And my one friend was friends with his younger brother. And I've been in parties with the person's account, the younger brother. If that makes sense without using actual names here. So, I know who this person was indirectly, who I'm buying this off of, which is just ridiculous. And so, we pay him $200, whatever, and I ended up working, because like I said, I'm broke. Actually, multiple times I said that. My parents decided, I talked to my parents about it, and they got it for me as an early birthday gift because my birthday is in May. Because I told them before I was planning on asking for an Xbox One, or they knew I wanted an Xbox One. But I figured, help them with their wallets a little bit and, do it this way. And so, obviously, it worked out. Because I have the Xbox One now. Yep, and it came with the headset. The other copy of Advanced Warfare, which actually ended up becoming my third copy on the One, I gave to my friend Jake. He actually did the whole rebrand on my channel, as you have already seen now, which I adore. So, thank you to him again for that. Probably how many months now after it already happened. Thank him again for that. But, yeah. I gave him the copy of AW, but yeah. The Xbox One. It's a bit, I need to clean it up a little bit. A bit scratched up, little bit beat up, but it works like a charm. Works perfectly fine. I'm playing with my friends on it now. I'm leveling up on what I need to level up on. Turns out, literally, they did nothing with this thing. No, what I mean by that is, they had the stuff on it, they played it, they didn't clear anything off. So, I get on there, I'm looking through. Turns out there are still some games that are already purchased on the account that are still on the hard drive. And one of those was Black Ops 3, the latest Call of Duty, as most of you should know. That was on the hard drive. So I can play I ended up getting Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, there was Battlefield Hardline, Far Cry 4 even, and plenty of other titles are already on the guy's account. And I have them now. Which is awesome, which was just completely unexpected. I was not expecting that. Whenever I discovered this, I was freaking out, honestly. I was going to, eventually go out and buy Black Ops 3 for this and whatever, and, turns out it's already been covered. And Jake brought over a copy of Ghost later that weekend, and I put Ghost on because I wanted to install it on the hard drive. And in doing that, I'm like, let me try something. So I went on the guy's account, and turns out he had all of the DLCs for Ghosts. So I have all the Ghost DLCs, and then I already have an AW DLC on my account. So I already have an Advanced Warfare DLC on there. BO3 is already pre-installed, but he didn't have the Season Pass. If he did, I would have honestly been like freaking out. I really would have freaked out. But, you know, I'm already basically caught up with where I was on the PS4 as far as like map packs and Call of Duty stuff goes. And I know to some of you this might be completely irrelevant, but to some you know what I'm saying. But this is just really awesome to get this and then just more layers of icing on top of the already amazing cake. Like, I was not expecting this deal to work out as good as it did. But considering that Josh gave me this stuff already in lieu of this, turns out that I got this, I'm already, like, prepared. So basically, $200 for all the Xbox One stuff I just showed you. And also, my friend Mason is letting me borrow his Xbox One controller, or one of his, because of said analog stick issue with the one Bednar gave me. So, yeah. I have a working Xbox One with all these games already and whatever on the hard drive for $200. Headset too and whatnot. I just need to go out and buy... For me, I want to at least go out and buy Ghosts, and I gotta buy the chat adapter because his didn't come with the controller. Obviously, you know, it didn't come with a controller, but you know, his didn't come with the chat adapter when Bednar gave it to me, so I gotta get that so I'm able to hear and whatnot and whatever. I just need to get it. But $200 basically for all the Xbox One stuff I showed you. Only I can do this. I've literally figured that out. I'm not even trying to like brag or like boast, but like I've literally just, with everything else that I've seen, like I'm the only person that I would know that could get this lucky on this stuff. And that's literally just seeing it as it is. Not, like I said, not trying to boast. I'm the only person that could honestly get 4 hauls in one day and just get all of this awesome stuff for it too. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. But this all happened. $200. Offer up. Check there. You can get some good deals. You just gotta look for them. So anyways, enough of my endless rambling. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. And leave a comment down below, whatever you want to say. Leave your gamer tags down below if you want to. I'll put mine also in the video here. I'll put it at the end here. So if you want to add me, send me a friend request, but I'll put a message saying, hey, fan from YouTube or whatever, just so I know, so I can differentiate you from the fan versus just some random player adding me in game. Thank you for doing that if you do. Thank you. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching again, and as always, I will talk to you guys next time.